I never imagined a single afternoon could rewrite my entire life story. My name is Alice, 23 years old, and up until that Friday, I thought I had my boundaries neatly drawn. But boundaries blur fast when desire creeps in wearing a familiar face. Anthony, my stepfather, had been part of our family since I was 18. Mom, ever the collector of handsome, wealthy men, married him after her second divorce. He was 48 then, tall, broad-shouldered, silver threading through his dark hair, always dressed like he was about to close a multimillion-dollar deal. On paper, he was perfect, charming, generous, attentive. In reality, their marriage was polished glass, beautiful from afar, fragile up close. Mom traveled constantly for her consulting firm. Anthony worked late. I stayed home finishing college and pretending not to notice how his gaze followed me around the house. It started small. A compliment on my new bikini by the pool. "You're turning into quite the woman, Alice." His voice low, appreciative. Then lingering hugs when Mom wasn't looking. A hand on my lower back guiding me through a crowded restaurant. By the time I turned 22, the air between us crackled. I told myself it was nothing, just a harmless ego boost. But late at night, alone in my room, I replayed those moments and felt heat pool low in my belly. The message arrived on a humid Friday afternoon while I lounged by our infinity pool, scrolling mindlessly. My phone buzzed. Anthony, room 205, the Peninsula Beverly Hills. 4 p.m. Make me happy. Where's something I can't ignore? No greeting. No pretense. Just raw command. My thumb hovered over the keyboard. Delete. Block. Tell Mom. Any of those would have been smart. Instead, my pulse raced. I read it again. Imagined the heavy door clicking shut behind me, the scent of his cologne mixed with clean hotel sheets, the weight of his body pinning mine. I shouldn't. I couldn't. I would. I called Cleo, my ride or die since high school, the girl who'd once dared me to skinny dip at 2 a.m. and never judged. "You won't believe this," I said the second she answered. "Spill." I read the text aloud. Silence. Then, "Your stepdad? Holy shit. Are you going?" "I think so." Another pause. "Then I'm coming with you." "What? No." "Yes. If you're about to torch your life, at least have backup. Besides," she laughed darkly, "I've seen the way he looks at you. Might be fun to watch him lose control." We arrived at 3:45 p.m., hearts hammering. I wore a fitted black dress, short, low-cut, the kind that clings in all the right places. Cleo chose crimson silk, bare leather straps, confidence radiating off her like heat. The Peninsula's lobby smelled of fresh lilies, expensive leather, and quiet wealth. Heads turned as we crossed to the elevators. I felt exposed, electric, terrified, alive. The ride up was silent except for our breathing. Cleo squeezed my hand. Last chance to bail. I shook my head. "I need to know what this feels like." Anthony opened the door wearing dark slacks and an open white shirt, no tie, sleeves rolled to reveal strong forearms. His eyes widened when he saw Cleo beside me. Surprise, then hunger, then something darker, calculation. "You brought company," he said, voice rough. "She's here for moral support," I replied, stepping inside before I could second-guess. The suite was obscene luxury, floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city, a massive king bed draped in crisp white, a bottle of chilled champagne sweating on ice. He closed the door with a soft click that echoed like a gunshot. He looked at me first. Really looked. "You came." I did. His gaze slid to Cleo. "And you?" She smiled wickedly. "Moral support. And maybe, more, if the mood strikes." He exhaled sharply, like he'd been holding his breath for years. Then he crossed the room in 3 strides, cupped my face, and kissed me. It wasn't gentle. It was claiming, teeth and tongue and months of pent-up want. I melted into him, fingers twisting in his shirt, tasting whiskey on his lips. Cleo watched for a beat, then joined, her hand sliding up my back, unzipping my dress with practiced ease. Clothes vanished in a blur. My dress pulled at my feet. Cleo's top slipped off. Anthony's shirt hit the floor. We moved to the bed like we'd rehearsed it. He laid me down first, reverent yet urgent. His mouth trailed fire down my neck, my breasts, lower. I arched when his tongue found me, gasping as Cleo kissed me deeply, swallowing my moans. Her hands roamed, teasing my nipples while Anthony devoured between my thighs. "You taste even better than I dreamed," he growled against my skin. Then he rose, hard and ready, eyes locked on mine.
Tell me you want this.
I want it, I whispered. All of it. He entered me slowly, inch by thick inch, stretching, filling, making me whimper. Cleo straddled my chest, guiding my mouth to her while Anthony thrust deeper, steady, relentless. The room filled with slick sounds, gasps, the creak of the bed. Sweat slicked our skin.
Pleasure built like a storm. He flipped me onto my hands and knees.
Cleo knelt in front, kissing me as he took me from behind, harder now, hips snapping. His hand wrapped in my hair, pulling just enough to make me cry out. Fuck, Alice, you feel perfect, he groaned. Cleo's fingers found my clit, circling in time with his thrusts. The combination shattered me. I came hard, clenching around him, vision blurring. He followed seconds later, burying deep with a guttural sound, pulsing inside me. We collapsed in a tangle of limbs, breathing ragged. Cleo laughed softly. Well, that escalated. Anthony pulled me close, kissing my temple. No regrets.
I met his eyes. Not yet.
But as the high faded, reality crept in.
Mom. The family. The secret now carved into us forever.
That moment in room 205 didn't just change the narrative, it rewrote it in permanent ink. We left separately. Cleo and I in silence, the city lights blurring past the car windows. Anthony stayed behind to handle things. I haven't told Mom.
I don't know if I ever will.
But every time my phone buzzes with his name, my body remembers, and part of me still wants more.